One of the biggest reasons you don't have a girlfriend is because you don't approach women. You have to get over the fear of approaching a woman. You have to get over this fear. Men nowadays believe that women should be the ones approaching them. That is one of the most silliest things I have ever heard. Women aren't going to approach you. So if you don't approach a woman, how do you expect to get a girlfriend? You have to get over the fear of approaching females. Listen, if you approach one girl a day throughout a whole year, you'll have approached 365 women. If you did this, you'll eventually find a girlfriend, but you're too scared to approach. You have to approach women. Women are not going to go to you. You have to get that goofy shit out of your mind, bro. Women are not going to approach you. You have to approach women. You have to get over the fear of rejection. Bro, I've approached hundreds of girls. I'm not scared of getting rejected because there's no success without failure. You guys are scared to fail. You guys don't want to get rejected. You don't want your ego to be hurt. Bro, you have to get over the fear of getting rejected. When you can get over the fear of rejection, you become desensitized to rejection. And this not only helps you with women, this helps you in every area of life. You don't care if you fail. You don't care if you get rejected because you're going to get back up and you're going to go for it again. You know, this is the mentality you have to have when it comes to approaching women, right? You're not going to be successful right away. You're not going to be very skillful right away, but you have to approach. Approaching women, attracting women is a skill. Your ability to talk to a woman and your ability to be attractive is a skill. And you're only going to develop this skill if you're willing to put yourself out there and you're willing to approach. You have to approach, because if you don't approach, what's the alternative? It's not like they're going to come to you unless you guys meet through friends, right? If you guys have common friends that you guys both hang out with, but if not, you have to do the approaching. What's going on with men in 2025 that they no longer want to approach? They no longer go for what they want. Bro, you have to go for what you want, because nothing is going to be handed to you. So that chick that you see, that chick that you like, that chick that catches your attention, you have to go approach because she's not going to approach you. You have to master the art of approaching women because it's the only way you're going to get the results that you actually want with women, right? You have to approach women. You know, a lot of guys tell themselves that they're going to work on themselves first. They're going to improve their body first. They're going to improve their finances first. They're going to become successful first. But what you're not understanding is that you have to develop the skill. You also have to be working on this part of your life. You have to also focus on developing the skill of being attractive to women, developing your mouthpiece, developing your social skills, conquering your fear of rejection. A lot of guys, they work on themselves, they work on their body, they work on their finances, they work on their looks, they work on their style, they work on all these things that are making them more attractive, but they neglect the art of actually speaking to women. It's an art, it's a skill that you have to master. And if you're not approaching and you're not putting yourself out there and you're not regularly talking to women, you're not going to get better with women. I don't care how good you look. If you can't speak with women, if you don't know how to be attractive to women, you're not going to be very successful. You have to know how to talk to women. right? And this is why you guys watch these videos, because this is what I'm going to help you do. I'm going to help you master the art of attracting and keeping women. As a man, it doesn't matter what stage you're in your life, you still have to develop the skill of talking to women. I believe guys nowadays, they're not really focused on the right things. As a man, you have to focus on being social. You have to focus on being an outgoing guy. You know, you have to have a social life, because if you don't have a social life, you're not gonna be able to meet these women. And especially in today's day and age, like, everybody is so glued to their phones. Everybody is living in comfort. You know, it's uncomfortable to go out and talk to people. It's uncomfortable to go approach women. This is why guys tell themselves, oh, work on my career. Oh, I'm gonna just focus on my finances. Oh, I'm gonna focus on my body. I'm gonna focus on all these other things that are making them more attractive to women, but that's where it ends, right? Because you could be the most attractive man in the world, but if you can't talk to her, you're not gonna be attractive to women. You're only attractive on the exterior, but internally you're scared. Internally you fear rejection. You can't fear rejection. You have to get over your fear of approaching women. It's the only way you're going to get better with women. I'm gonna tell you the truth. This is the most important skill when it comes to women. I believe this is more important than going after your finances, right? This is more important than body game. This is more important than style. This is more important than all of these things that are good on the exterior, right? It makes you look attractive, but the most important skill when it comes to attracting women is your mouthpiece, your social skills, your ability to be attractive when you're talking to women, and not in a needy, unattractive way. If you want to get women in your life, this is the most important skill, and this is the skill that you have to be focused on. Having money is good, looking attractive is good, being able to dress is good, but this is not the most important thing. The most important thing when it comes to attracting women is your mouthpiece. This is it, is your mouthpiece. So if this is the most important thing and you're not approaching women and you're not talking with women, how do you think you're going to do? Right? This is why you don't have a chick in your life, because you're scared of approaching. You're scared to actually talk to a girl, not even to attract her, not even to get a relationship or sleep with her. Like, you can't even talk with her just to have a casual conversation, just to get to know her. Like, you can't even do that. So how do you expect to attract women, get women, when you're just focused on your money, your looks, your status? How do you expect to get good once you have those things if you spent all this time building yourself up, but you neglected approaching women, talking with women, developing the most important skill when it comes to women, right? How do you expect to actually be successful if you keep putting this off? Oh, when I make this amount of money, then I'll be able to get the girl. Oh, when I get a six-pack, then I'll be able to get the girl. Oh, when I have this amount of followers, then I'll be able to get the girl. No, you could get a chick right now, but you have to approach, and you have to get out of the fear of rejection. This is the only way that you're going to get better with women. So I want you to start approaching women, start speaking to women in a casual way. Not even women, just start speaking to everybody. You can't even go and talk to a man, right? If you can't talk to a man or women, it's just a social problem. You have a social problem. This is what you have to focus on leveling up, because this is the most important skill. Success in every area of life depends on how well you are socially. Networking, building relationships, women, business, clients, you have to master your ability to socialize. This is the most important skill. Looks matter. Yes, they matter. You want to look good. You want to look presentable, right? But it's not the most important thing. Money matters. Yes, money does matter, right? But you want to get to the level where you're not struggling financially. You're not living paycheck to paycheck. You want to get to the point where you're stable. But getting more money, having more money, a lot of times you're not even going to attract. If you move with money, you're not even going to attract the right women. You know, you're going to attract gold diggers because this is what you move by. This is what you lead with. You lead with money, right? So work on your social skills. Work on having friends. Work on, having a social group. Work on approaching women. Work on talking with women. Master the skill. Start approaching more women. Increase your volume. You guys don't talk. You guys don't approach any women at all. So you're not going to get good because you're not working on that skill. With that being said, if you made it this far to the video, click below, hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you in my next video.